Yo, yo, yo. Thank you so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glo radio show, where it's sponsored by Conversations with Glo podcast. And remember, y'all, that is with a K and not with a C. Y'all should already know by now. But if you don't know, now you know that conversation is with a K. And if you do want to find out more information about Conversations with Glo radio show, also podcast, please visit www.convowithglo.com and make sure that you do sign up for the emailing list and also check out the merch that I also have for you as well too. So yeah, just be good to me and just come on over and sign up for the emailing list. But anyway, enough about me and what we got going on. I am going to allow this person. This is like home now. It's home to her now. Okay, y'all. Whatever. But I'm going to allow for her to introduce herself. And y'all
Mhm.
already know what we're gonna do, y'all. Get into the conversation.
Well, thanks, Glo. Per usual, it's always nice to be here and talking to you. That's your girl
Yeah.
at the BaiWay, TheBaiWay. My name's Bailee, but whatever. It's on the streets. But I don't know. Happy to be here. Yes, that's my name and all my platforms, and I'm just happy to have this conversation with the K with my girl, Glo.
Yes, thank you. And again, thank you so much for accepting the invite again. I
Yeah, yeah,
greatly
yeah, yeah.
do appreciate it.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
we're going to go ahead and get into the conversation. So let's talk about submission, but not just on the submission part. We're going to talk about Black women as with them being submissive or submitting or submission, period. I had seen a post always on Twitter, and it has said it's harder for Black women to submit. What do you think about that?
You know, it's hard to know, like, how they compare because, we only have this one experience. You know
Yes,
what I mean? Like, so I don't know how necessarily hard it is for other women to do so, but I don't know. Based on what men talk about, maybe it is true. I don't know. It might be true. I don't feel like I don't know. Maybe it is true, Glo. I don't know. I think it's hard to know because our generation or our culture is kind of like I always refer like when I think about submission, I think about Jody from Baby Boy
hmm
and just how he had all those women and but he
hmm
was living with his mom, he was like dependent on them, da 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 da. But wanted them to like, I don't know, treat him like a man, I guess. But it's hard to
exactly. He definitely
yeah,
wanted to be treated like a man, while he still stay with his mama, but he wanted his mama to treat him like a little boy. It was
right.
crazy. But go
And
ahead.
our yeah, and our culture, I mean, whether we like it or not, to me it appears to be more matriarchal than like
Yeah,
women typically run our families, it seems. So I think because like I don't want to be let off a cliff. So I'm gonna if I gotta take the wheel and handle this, and I'm gonna handle it. Like I'm not about to let you just drive me off the rails. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna eat next week. So so I mean, but I don't know. And that's my thing. Like a lot of men, I mean, like I said, we're matriarchal, so it's like a lot of men who've been raised, as mama's boys, then want to get older and tell us something. I don't know. I
and
don't
then
know.
hit you with that's not what my mama did. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
not your mama. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like
If anything,
I
I want to see your mama because I'm dealing with this because of her. We need to go toe
look,
to
your
toe.
mama know how to throw them hands.
Yeah,
I'm
she
just
might need to come
kidding,
see something.
y'all.
Yeah, she
No,
might need to come talk to
so
me.
God damn it.
Oh,
Okay. How I feel about that is that I do think it is hard for Black women to actually submit. And I just feel like it's only harder for Black women to submit depending on the type of household that they was raised up in and
mhm,
also the type of relationships that they have been in. Like you just mentioned, like, oh, I'm going to eat next week. You may have, or not saying that you have been, you allowed for someone to possibly take the lead and they led you into the wrong direction. So now when you get into relationships, that's like sitting in the back of your mind, like, yes, I want you to, you know what I'm saying, to lead but therefore I'm still gonna have my own mind just a tad bit because yeah, I don't want to go off that cliff. I want to. I don't even want to see it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like,
I only want green pastures. I'm not trying to go on the
right?
freeway with you. Not
No,
trying to
for
do that.
real, for
But
real. I only want to
yeah.
see green pastures too. But what you gonna say?
No, I'm saying too. I think you know what, Glo. I think this is the answer. I think I think the better question would be, do we want to? And I think the answer is we want to. Like we don't want to be masculine or however, whatever they're saying. We don't want to be manly or we don't want to have to lead the family.
I
It's
agree.
just that we would love to be the passenger princess. We would love to sit around and have to worry about things that we have to worry about. I
Hmm.
think I think that's where it comes from. It's hard to submit when you feel like a man wants you to do both. Like you want me to both do things you should be doing, but then you want me to follow your lead. But why don't I follow your lead when you have me doing other the shit that I shouldn't be doing? Like you're fine with
Right.
me doing that though, but you don't want to hear my
Right.
mouth. Okay,
Exactly. Why are
yeah,
we going 50-50 on bills and you still want to lead? Like right now, we sitting
right,
behind each other. We sitting
yes,
beside each other, I mean, and we
yeah.
holding hands.
We hand to hand, yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
hand in hand. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody in the front right now. Cause
right.
we still, you know what I'm saying, like 50-50 on that. And it's just like I believe women, I believe black women want to submit.
Me too.
I really do. I mean, you'll get those that be like, cause like no, if you really if we really come across someone that shows that they really truly genuine care about us and actually showing us instead of talking about it, I think we'll be more into like just sign a little bit like like you can breathe just a little bit, but I feel like also that it would still be that tad bit of breath that you're still holding a little bit
Mm,
because you still like what if, and I think it's I and I just think that period, and I also think that like even with folks that's married, they still holding a even though their man is possibly paying all the bills, this and that and the third, they're still holding that breath on that what if because they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, backslide or whatever.
yeah, yeah. I agree, and it's just like it's such a mixed message because again, I don't know what other cultures go through personally besides what I hear, but it's like it's a mixed message from black men. I guess I can only talk about that because I mean that's what we're talking about. I guess I'm
Hmm.
assuming black relationships because and then in the same breath too is like they appreciate our strength. Like notice they always come home when some like for example like Jonathan Majors, you know what I mean? He's
Hmm.
in the bosom between
Yeah,
the bosoms of a black woman. Like
yeah.
we're looked at as strong, this and that, and you expect us to be, but then you want us to be soft. But why when you're requiring us you come to us for strength? That doesn't make any sense. It's both. It's like you guys want us to be like, I don't know, bipolar. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't get
They
it.
do
You come
us
home
to be bipolar,
yeah,
so
like, y'all
that's
come
why
home
we get called
crying.
crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy. Men are girl. Black if you really think about black men, they're kinda crazy, if you think about it. Yeah. "Oh, I just need to come home and I just need you to be my peace because the white man beat me down all day. The world's already so hard on me. I need you when I come home to like, what? Nigga, it's not my fault you ain't strong enough to handle the world or the white man. What? That's your problem. It is not my if you want me to do my part, if you want me the soft one to cook and clean at home, then you need to go out there and handle what's going on. Don't be bringing outside into this house and asking me to
Oh
deal with that too.
yeah,
Wrong like it's crazy to me. You can't handle outside by yourself, so you want to bring that inside where I've created peace, and then you want me to give you that peace too? What's wrong with you? That to me is the equivalent of going out with your man and you see them they start a fight and they lose it in front of you, and then they think and they think that you're never gonna bring that up when they get snippy with you. No, I'm bringing up the time you got your ass whooped in front of me. Every time you get smart with me. Oh, remember that time you got smart with that dude at the bowling alley? Remember that? You remember what happened when you got smart with him? Shoot, don't let me call him up over here. Girl, you done got me started, Glo.
Oh my god!
You want me to call Roscoe from the bowling alley when you got lippy with him? Be my strength. Okay.
Right. And that's
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta pick and choose your battles, bro.
right. Right.
Like,
Well,
you really do. Like, I'm not saying that, oh, come home and like I'm gonna come home and be a bitch every day and I'm not gonna
right.
submit to you. I'm not gonna listen to nothing you say. Boom, boom, boom. No, it's not that. But you coming to me asking me to be your piece. Like, are you giving me that same thing? Are
Right.
you being my piece?
Right. Because I definitely cramp once a month. And that in itself is some I don't even have control over and I can't stand it. Can you be my heating pad?
Right,
Can you can you be my might all? No.
right.
That's like me asking
And
you to
I'm
deal
not
with things
saying
that
like
come
it's
okay, okay, look.
you say they're asking what?
No, I mean that's like them, like me asking them to help me with the things that come with just innately being a woman. I'm handling that on my own. I don't not you can't handle the world. Like
Right. Right, right, and right. It's the be my peace part. I'm still on that, like
right.
because it's like that for real. Because you'll see it, and it's
Mhm.
just like if you're not bringing it, like I said, if you're not bringing it to the table, then how am I supposed to be it? Like you got them out here now that's actually wanting to. It's like black men want to match the women's energy, and it shouldn't be anything that you would want to do.
Right. I've
You
said
shouldn't want to try to match my energy. You should want to try to calm me down and things as such. Like it's a lot of things. Like I'm gonna say this: everybody's submission looks different.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Um. Okay. It may look different, but I think it all boils down to the same thing. Like, okay, is this man showing that he's the provider that he says that he is? Is this man showing the emotions that I don't mind him showing? Is this, everything that basically is supposed to, I'm not going to say supposed to be done, but should show or should be done like within a relationship. And if you want someone to act, if a black man is wanting for a black woman to submit. I just feel like when it comes to that, like the energy will have to match. Not saying like you have to submit it with her, but I have mentioned this before. Like men are not strong in all areas of their lives at all.
Right. And you
Women
point.
not either.
Yeah, you
So
made a
there
good
must
point,
be
Glo.
balance.
That's a good point. It's about yeah, how you want because that's a really good point. That's a good point. Because what does it look like? Are they asking us to, for example, again, I don't know about other cultures, but you know what the stereotypes say. The stereotypes are I can do with this girl anywhere, other persuasions. I can
Yeah,
do them any type of way I want. They'll cook for me, clean my feet, da da da. So like, you want to run over a woman and take her piece away, and then so it depends on what you're asking for. Like if you're asking that you're gonna treat me like something and you want me to treat you like something in return, then okay, I can give that to you.
yeah. And that's like what you mentioned with Jonathan Majors, and also I'm always bringing up Tyrese because not saying that Tyrese did anything to me, but just take it to the beginning of the conversation we was talking about Baby Boy.
Right.
But look at his situation, right? He it's a lot of him like celebrities that actually run to like the other races because they be like, black women are snobby, blah 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 blah, right? And then when he got this divorce from his or going through what he was going through with his ex-wife with the everything, child support, all that shit, like she raping your papers. Now you went out and you got this young black girl. She's young, younger than him.
Oh, is
I
she
think she's
young?
probably younger than us.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think she
He's
was probably
what,
younger
like
than us.
how
He's
old
in
is
his
he? Like
40s.
okay.
I don't know exactly how old Tyrese is, but I know that he's in his 40s. And it
Mhm.
always had bothered me a little bit because it's just like now why did I mean we already know what your preference is because you always talked about it. We see it, you talked about it, all that. You get what I'm saying? But why run to this black woman, this young black woman,
Right.
and basically she's having to be strong for you because of the shit that you brought into her life. Not saying like,
Right,
he
right.
put a gun to her head and was just like, I want you to be my girl. You're gonna have to accept this or what I'm going through. Boom, boom, boom.
Mhm.
But that's a lot, especially dealing with her being young.
Mhm.
But you ran back to a black woman because, like you said, looking for strength. But how am I supposed to be a soft girl if you came and you threw all this luggage on me?
Right.
I
Right.
can't. I'm too busy unpacking and being pissed because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you got going on, but I'm still trying to smile and make sure that you're okay. Oh, baby, you're going to get through it. Boom, 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 boom. And I
Mhm.
turn around and I still got to follow, like I still got to submit to you. Like
That
I'm
part.
exhausted.
Right. And you that's another point. That's another point. They can be a mess and they want us to be all like that's kind of the point too. Like we have to be on our toes all the time. You can bring anything in
Yes.
this household and then that's the thing too because for example, I know right now and I can express this because if someone were to hear this, they wouldn't even know I'm talking about them. There's this couple I know, a married couple. It's that way and they are a interracial couple. And I know the wife is pretty much, does it all, as far as this, what I feel people are thinking of when they're asking a black woman to submit that she does that for him. He's black.
Hmm.
Um, he told me and my man that he be cheating. And my thing is, and when I tell you, I know for a fact this lady has no idea. And I thought about that. I was talking to my boyfriend about that because I'm like, man, like with them, I was actually kind of surprised because one, they're always together. They do everything together. I think they've only not been together like for a matter of maybe a couple of days in their whole relationship. He still found a way to do it. So, in the way he told me and my boyfriend was so just like it was the easiest thing he could ever done. Like, hey, I got some, like it was like that. Like it was laughing about it. Like to point anything threw us off. I was like, is he serious? Because like the way
Was
he
he drinking?
Yeah, he was drinking what he told us. But I
Yeah.
brought it up again though, when we were sober, and he was kind of laughing it off. But I could tell, he was more sober. It made him a little nervous. I said, "Look, it's not my business." But I think I was more so surprised because I'm like, I knew he was a little freaky. I knew that because like when he be drunk, he be trying to, he come over. But I thought he was just being stupid, But
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying is, and she is the most submissive thing I've seen. Like as far as relationships that I have, close proximity to. They don't, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, what I guess we need to ask the brothers. Maybe if you ever get one on your show, ask them, what will you reward the submission that you're asking for? What will I like? Are
That's
you
a
gonna
good
be,
question.
yeah, because
That Let me write this question down right quick.
I'm like, this lady cooks for him every day, and she has a full time job, and she does everything right as far as I can see. They do it every day. I know that they don't mind telling us they do it all the time. So I'm like, what is this lady not doing for you?
I I'm just I'm and that's what I'm saying. You can be everything that this man wants you to be.
Oh, girl from what's his
Doesn't
name?
necessarily gonna. Oh,
Your girl waiting to excel or the husband.
yeah,
Uh,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
She ran
like
the business and everything. You get what
yep,
I'm saying?
yep,
And it's just like I think it's more of I want to run over you. I
right,
don't want you to submit. I just want you to know that it's only me and me only while
mm,
I'll be out here and basically playing in your face. And not
right,
saying that it's all black men. I'm not saying
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But it's just like you said, what would the reward be
right.
if a woman was to fully submit to you?
Yeah, because it's like, and then I go down a rabbit hole because I think men too. They think when we talk like this, it's like we want to, but it's kind of at the same time. It's like, do you want a partner or do you like women or do you just like our warm bodies or our warm
We've
food or
already discussed that.
oh
We
yeah, we
had a
did talk about that.
whole
Yeah, because
conversation about
yeah,
that.
but
Yeah.
no, for real. Because I'm like, what? I feel like men talk about women sometimes like they're an instrument. Like, what you talking
Hmm.
about? Like,
Hmm.
I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
played the flute this night. Now I'm about to go to clarinet. Shit, harp gonna get it the next night.
Right.
Shit. If you
Ew.
got the drums, I got the sticks.
No, for real. That's I'm like, just be someone's
No.
partner. That's what I feel like. But then I'm a modern, but I feel like just be someone's partner. Like, cause it's like, what are we talking about here? Like, you're not my dad. Like,
And that's basically where I I just be like, you're not my daddy. I don't,
right.
I'm not your daddy. I know I'm not your daddy, but I'm just trying to sit up here. I used to be like, but you can't. Okay,
Mm-mm.
it's, now I'm more action. Like if
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your words. Like if you can show me action that you can lead this pack, then
Right.
I would definitely sit back and be like, be like Tyler,
Yeah.
make me water or some shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Make
No,
me lose my
seriously.
breath. You get what
Seriously. I know, because men act
I'm
like we truly want. I can't express this point enough. Y'all act like we want to like run things, and we don't. I mean, at least I can
we
speak for me. I don't. I would love to be able to sit back, relax, and not worry. And I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, I'm in a 5-year relationship, Glow, and I mean, we're pretty much partners. But I'm not not to talk about my baby, but I'm not the most 100%. So I'm gonna kick my feet up and relax. That's just not
right.
my nature, though. It's not my nature to just sit
I
there and
don't
let
think
someone.
it's our nature, and that's why I
Yeah.
said maybe you get what I'm saying. It can be more of you growing. I mean, you know how you grown up,
Right.
past relationships. You get what I'm saying? Like it's things that have shown you to actually hold your breath on that. What if?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So and it's I feel like that's okay though. I
Yeah.
really, really do. I feel like it's really okay to actually hold your breath on a what if because men hold their breath too. You know what I'm saying? Like even if a woman is fully submitting, they probably still got some shit in the back of their mind from some shit that she probably done told him years ago about what happened in a previous relationship or a relationship way before that, and it's just like, oh, she's capable of trying to probably want to do it again. It's just like nigga, she probably not even worrying about the shit. But again, he's holding his breath on that what if. Okay. So y'all, my spiel for the night. All right. Before we head out, I just want to put this out here. It's just like don't I don't know. Like it's just if you want to submit, submit. If you want to submit in your 50-50 household, go ahead and submit in your 50-50 household. But me personally, I just feel like if a man is asking for a woman to submit, that man has to fully bring that the household
Yeah.
basically. And like I
Mhm.
said, if a man can show me that he can at least pay mortgage for a whole year by himself, then I can probably submit to that because that means it's a guarantee we got a roof over our head. You know what I'm saying? Unless some other shit may happen. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's just
Yeah.
like okay, but he shows you that consistency. He showed you like okay, this is something that can be done by himself. He don't need my help for it to actually be 50-50, and I can possibly relax just a little bit. um Paying like little small bills and stuff, like I wouldn't mind doing that. I would still possibly be submissive behind that if I still had to pay like little small bills, because again, this is a man that's possibly paying a mortgage, got his and paying other bills that is amongst the household as well too. Don't know, but I've heard men that has paid all bills,
Mhm.
you every single last bill. So I guess it just basically depends. It's your relationship. Do what you want to do, but don't. I just feel like my advice is don't find yourself to try to be submissive in a 50-50 relationship,
Mm.
and that's just my spiel.
My spiel is this, Glow. This is one point I didn't make, but I think it's the perfect like last words for this topic is I think men also need to make sure that they're not letting Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, because I'm on Twitter all the time too, Glow. And I think they need to stop letting social media kind of teach them what to look for, because I think they need to really ask themselves like what are they asking, because if you get like a Susie Homemaker or there's someone that's doing everything you asked and they just end up being just this boring person, because a lot of times too what I've noticed is they have that, and the women that they frolic with don't be none of that. They be the fun, loving, the girls they're tricking on. They be the one irresponsible. They be the losers. Right. That's who they go have fun with, but then they want the wife to be this boring. So it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any
You're
sense.
not doing nothing but making noise of what I made a week ago
Oh,
to
really?
the baker,
Yeah.
the woman that be making stuff from homemade, like she made some bubble gum from
Mhm.
homemade, right? And somebody tweeting was just like, um, if she was my wife or something like that, and I saying you would still cheat.
Yeah.
Like you was still cheat. Well, she doesn't. He came up with, oh well, she doesn't like black men anyway. But yeah, you're
Mm.
probably right. I still yes, because you would have that at home and still
Mhm.
go out here and do retarded stuff.
Yep.
But the things that y'all lust over, y'all really don't go after that in real life. Because if you did, you wouldn't be sitting up here lusting over the internet about what the fuck you wish you had.
Glow. Look, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Like for real, I just be looking like, yo, like, and I just like I know this one dude, like he has the most preferences, but the
Mm.
preferences versus the bitches that he done fuck does not match. Okay.
D Like, in what way? Like, his preferences are like, in what way? Like, what he gets is not what he prefers?
Let's say like he don't okay, so he don't like fat women, right?
Oh.
But I've heard of him smashing a fat woman.
Oh, got
Not
you.
Lord, get not fat. Yeah, I'm not calling him body fat because y'all get what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
this is what he's saying. Like he don't like fat women, but you smashing a fat woman.
Right.
Like you got to make it make sense. And another thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I just been running my mouth. Another thing is that I don't feel like that people really know who they are to necessarily just have a preference. So
Right.
they put it out here. Like I feel like people got to really know who they are as a person, so therefore they can be able to actually find their person.
Right. Yeah. I rock with that.
Somebody had put up uh somebody one of my homeboys was texting me. He was like, "Ain't nobody loyal," and I said, "Are you loyal?"
Mm.
I'm gonna leave that right there. Ain't nobody loyal, but I asked him, "Are you loyal?" And the
Mhm.
conversation had went from there. And it was
Mm.
just like some y'all gotta be what y'all want.
For
If you
real.
want somebody to be loyal to you, you gotta be loyal. First, start being loyal with yourself, and then therefore you can possibly be loyal towards that person. It's
Right.
not the fact that there's nobody out here that's loyal. Of course, everybody's going off. I mean, of course, there's a lot of people that's going off of what they see on social media and things as such. But who are you as a person? If you didn't have social media, if you didn't have none of that, who are you as a person?
Mhm. Yeah. For real. 'Cause there's a lot of people out here that, I mean, if you're a dirtbag, be one, and there's other female dirtbags you can find to hang out with, trust me, I know. Like,
Eh, I'm telling you,
yeah, just go get a
I'm
dirtbag.
telling you, it's somebody for somebody.
Yeah.
I
Just
always
just
say
get you
that.
a yeah, just date your I don't know, date your status or whatever, just do that.
They don't even know their status. But
Yeah.
anyway, BaiWay.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we do wrap it up, I do want to thank you so, so, so much for coming through and having this conversation with me. I feel as if it was a very, very dope conversation. But before we do head out, could you please tell the people where they can find you at?
At the BaiWay, ATHEBAIWAY on all platforms, Twitter,
Hey.
YouTube, Instagram. That's where I'm at. I have a. I know I said this last time we talked, but I do have my YouTube about to start in June, so I'll let you know
Okay.
about that when I start it because it's not going to be under my at the Bayway, but it's like a little
Okay.
show. So commentary, on stuff that's going on right now, kind of reactionary. I feel like that's my lane, because to me, like what you do is really great, Glow. For me, it's kind of hard to think of something to talk about every day or every week, but there's so much material out there to commentate on, and I feel like that's going to be my lane because I pretty
Yes,
much
and I'm excited for you. I
yeah
can't
yeah
wait to subscribe and be like, "Yeah, that's what's up, babe.
yeah.
That's
I'm gonna be,
it. Yup."
I'm
And
gonna be ranting
sharing
and
it and
raving.
all.
Yeah
Yes, I cannot wait. But
yeah.
again, I do want
Mhm.
to thank you so, so much for coming
Yeah.
through and chopping it up
Always.
with me.
Yes.
And for those that are out there listening, I do want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glo radio show. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate y'all supporting me and showing love to me. It's always great, but y'all already know what y'all can do between time. In the meantime, holla at your girl. Peace out.